What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now today is the last day of the year, and based on that I think we should do a recap on my progress so far in Season of Discovery. So that is what we're doing today. I'm going to show you all of my characters, which you can see right here, and I want to show you one extra character, and also all the loot that I have, and basically my progress so far. As many of you know, I've been no-lifing this game. I'm having so much fun. I'm still having fun, even after playing so many hours. It's my guilty pleasure. Not even guilty pleasure, just like I'm loving playing this game. I'm basically spending too much time playing this game, and I'm also using a speedrun split, so while I'm showing you my characters, you can see also how much time I've spent on every individual one. Now, they're kind of ranked right here based on who's my main, so basically we have my Warlock, my Druid, my Mage, Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Paladin and Warrior. I think at this point the Warrior should be higher, because he now has the Epic Sword. And yeah, that definitely feels more correct to me. Warrior being number 4 on the list instead, so here we go. Warlock, Druid, Mage, Warrior, Hunter, Rogue, Priest and Paladin. All of the Alliance classes at level 25. Let's start with the Warlock. So my Warlock was my first level 25, and it's the one that I've been spending most time on as well. And the one that I got all the runes on, for example. I got them kind of fast. I just swapped transitions there, so 2 seconds I'll swap back. So on the Warlock we have 86 hours played in total, and 67 of them being at level 25, as you can see to the right of my webcam, and all of the time played will be there as well on every single character. Now so far we have 321 gear score. On the Warlock we do not have the Epic Staff. We've gotten the Twilight Invoker's Shawl, we have the Droplet Choker, we are still using a bunch of crafted items, so Invokers for example, we're using Flowing Scarf, Robes of Arrogal still, Phoenix Bindings, Phoenix Gloves, Invoker's Cord, we actually have the Gay Streamer Leggings, we have Crafted Boots, we have this ring right here and this one as well from PvP, we have the Pearl, we got Pearl on week 1 I believe, we also have Rune of Perfection from PvP as well, we then have Tome of Cavern Lore, and we have the Dagger of Willing Sacrifice. On the loot portion, considering I've been raiding since the first reset, this one is kind of weak. We're still using crafted item, crafted item, crafted item, crafted item, and crafted item, and we don't even have the BIS chest piece yet. And we don't have the Epic Staff obviously. So we've been really unlucky on the loot I feel like on the Warlock, but hey, we're doing okay DPS. Now for professions on the Warlock, I'm rocking tailoring and engineering, 150 tailoring, and I think close to max. Actually we are max engineering as well, so there we go. And that's basically the progress on the Warlock. I think that's all you want to know, the runes as well. There we go. So we had all the runes really early. The day that Metamorph was found, we had all the runes. So that was kind of pug. Next up we have my second main, or my main alt. I don't really know what this one is, but it's my second character, my Feral Druid. This one we have 66 hours played so far, 42 of them being at max level, and we have some pretty good gear on this guy as well, almost full blues, but we're lacking the most important part, the weapon as always. So I'm still using the Orc Crusher because I'm too lazy to get the one from Deadmines, so we still have this one. I'm hoping for the one from the raid, but it's never dropping for me, but hey, I'm still hoping. Other than that, we also have this rune from the PvP event once again, or from Reputation basically. Then we also have Avenger's Void Pearl, once again, one more pearl. Then we have this ring from the questline, we have this ring from PvP, we have Skinwalkers, we're using Leggings of the Fang, they're BIS by the way. We also have Cord of Aquanis from the raid, we have Naga Battle Gauntlet from the raid once again. We're still rocking Pathfinder Bracers of Agility, and yes, I know my face cam is in the way for the logos, but you can still read when I'm hovering over. So there we go. We also have Twilight Slayer's Tunic, we have Waterproof Scarf, we have Dark Leather Shoulders, Sentinel's Medallion, and Artemis Cowl on this guy. For professions, we still have Herbalism and Mining maxed out, because it's a gold farming character of mine that I want to use for gold farming, and raiding as well. For runes, we're only rocking 8 of them, and it's the 8 ones that I really care about, so Fury of Stormrage, Wild Strike, Living Seed, Savage Roar, Star Surge, Mangle, Sunfire, and Lacerate. Only ones that I care about right now, but I might be looking to get the other ones before the next phase, but we'll see. It's an alt anyway. Now the next character for me is going to be Potterheim. That's my third character, so my second alt, or basically character number 3. Now, I did not really enjoy being a mage that much back in OG Classic WoW, or even Season of Mastery for that matter, but in Season of Discovery, I've enjoyed it a lot, and I think that's because mage healing just hits the spot for me. It's kind of like being a smite priest, but for a mage, because you're just putting beacons of people on people, like through regen or mass regen, then you're just DPSing and healing through DPS. Even being arcane DPS afterwards, even without healing, it's great, and I love being arcane. It's just like, instead of being Frost and spamming Frostbolt, you're being Arcane and spamming Arcane Blast. It's just great pressing a different button for once. So yeah, for me, Mage has been great, and the Mage is also pretty well geared, I would say. We're sitting at almost 300 gear score, we have the thinking cap, we are still using a bunch of crafted items. Most casters will be using crafted for quite a bit, but yeah, Invoker's Mantle, we have Caretaker's Drape or Cape from PvP, so this is like a free cape for any healers out there, for 9 healing spells, like +9, and that's pretty good. Then we have Robes of Aragal, we also have Timberland Arm Guards, we have the Twilight Sage's Walking Stick, because once again, I'm usually healing, not DPSing, but usually healing. I'm trying to get a DPS weapon as well, because I'm enjoying DPS, but we have this one for healing so far. Then we have the Gravestone Scepter, we have this rune once again, really good for casters by the way, and you only have to be friendly to get this one. It decreases the magical resistance of spell targets by 10. Then we have the Pearl, one more Pearl, that's perfect. Then we have Lord Keeper's Ring once again from PvP, we have Signet of the Twilight Lord, we then have Nimbus Boost of Insight from the quest, we have Gay Streamer's Leggings on this guy as well, and then Invoker's Cord and Evergreen Gloves. For professions on this guy, we are rocking Alchemy at max, just for some gold making purposes, and then we are also having Enchanting. I have not maxed that out yet. I've only been disenchanting so far, but we have a bunch of materials stocked up, so I can skill up at some point. But for now, I'm just using it to disenchant. So yeah, those are the professions we have, and once again, the time played is right next to my webcam, so we have 23.5 hours at max level and 44 hours in total. And then we have my most recent character, and it's insane to me that 3 days ago, I was still leveling. Like 3 days ago I was still leveling, and here we are 3 days later, we now have both the Pearl and the Epic Sword. So showing you the gear here actually, first of all, look at the time played. So far we have 34.5 hours played on this character, and 13.5 of them being at max level. Now most of that max level stuff has been going to PvP and getting runes. So for runes we have 9 runes, as you can see right here, 9 runes on this guy, and we're also honored with the PvP faction, and that's something I should have showed you so far. I'm honored on every single character, and revered on 4. I just didn't bother showing you before, but I'm honored on every single one. That's because that's why I have the rings and like the necklaces, for example. You need to have honored for that. So I have honored on every single character and revered on 4. I only really care about revered on my hunter, for example, for those weapons, and rogue for the weapons, and I was even trying to grind on my warrior, but then we got the sword, so now I guess I technically don't have to, unless I grind for a future phase. But yeah, so far, the warrior, we have the Mask of Scorn, just like an off-piece, but pretty good for the strength anyway. Then we have Glowing Fetish Amulet. We also bought these on the auction house very cheap, and 5 stamina for strength. We are using Stonemason Cloak still, because once again, I just dinged and did 2 raids with no loot. Then we have Twilight Avenger's Chain, because I don't have blacksmithing or leatherworking or anything like that, so we got this one from the raid, and I think that's pretty good. Then we also have the Bindings of Serapis for 6 strength and 4 stamina. We have the Epic Sword, which we got today. We have the Rune of Duty, only for the stamina really, but it's just good to have. Then we have the Avengers Void Pearl once again for the attack power. We have Protector's Band from the PvP event. We have this one from the quest chain for Alliance from the Stockades. We got the Crabshell Raiders, we still use the Caucasus of Westfall. Did I say that right? I have no idea. We have Burnished Girdle, and we have Bridge Workers Gloves on the warrior, so pretty good on that one. For professions, I have absolutely nothing. No professions on this guy. Next up we have Beast Time and my Hunter, and this one I basically leveled up as my 4th character, so I could lead 4 guild raids and pass on loot. So we have done a lot of raids on this character, and gotten basically nothing back for it, because I wanted to gear up my guildmates and I just wanted to be there to actually lead, so I could host a raid and not take any loot. And being a hunter, you can do decent DPS without needing the loot as well, so that's just a perfect class to do this with. So on the hunter so far, we have gotten a lot of prebis from all... Can you not sleep on my keyboard right now? Oh, come... Brother... Okay, sleep on my hand, that works. Okay, so we have a bunch of loot here, but not really that much raid loot. We are using the bandit gloves of the monkey, we're using bristlebark belt, we're still using leggings of the fang, and that's bis, so we're going to use that for a while. We're then using twilight elementalist foot pads, because nobody wants these, and they're 5 agility and some intellect for me, so they're still good, but they're far from bis, but they're still good. And then we're using the Protector's Band once again, because we do have Honored with these guys, and that gives you 2 good items, both the band and the necklace, for example. Then we have Seal of Ruin from the quest chain from doing stockades. Then we have Rune of Duty for the stamina. We have Avenger's Void Pearl for attack power. We do have 1 piece of raid loot that is good for me, and that is Bale Moden's Blunderbuss, 6 agility, and the second best item that I can have in that slot. Then we're still using the Impaling Harpoon, and yes, I know I can buy something better on the auction house, but frankly I CBA. Then we have Bandit Bracers of the Monkey, we're using Tunic of Westfall, Glowing Lizard Skill Cloak, Dark Leather Shoulders, Sentinel's Medallion, and Twilight Elementalist Cowl, because nobody in the raid wanted to have this, and it's 9 stamina for me, so might as well, right? So for that one we have that gear, and we're doing decent DPS with this gear. For professions, we are rocking both leatherworking and skinning at max, and I'm not really doing that much skinning on this guy. I'm mostly buying skins on the auction house and using leatherworking to make a profit, so you can make a bunch of gold through leatherworking, and I think a bunch of my time played on this character at max level has just been me crafting stuff. So we have 23 hours played at level 25 and 45 hours in total on this character, and as you can see you have like the level times as well, and from level 20 to max level we spent a lot of time getting the runes that we wanted to have, like the Beast Mastery rune and everything else. So we have 8 out of 12 so far on this guy. Next up then, a couple of weeks ago, we were lacking some tanks in my guild, and I thought I would try to fill that role by leveling up a class that can at least tank. So I went with a rogue, and rogue tanks are doing pretty well right now. So here's my rogue, and I'm even able to tank bosses, and I'm off tanking right now. I can even main tank, but I'm just off tanking. But I can main tank if we don't have a paladin, for example, because I do love having one paladin that can tank for the last boss. So we have all the tank runes that I want. There's one more you can have, but I'm just going to use Saber Slash, and then Blade Dance, and then just a Flesh Wound. That works perfectly, at least in phase 1. If you want to tank in phase 2 and phase 3, you might want to have something with more defensibility, but for now this generates high threat and keeps you alive and gives you a taunt. For the gear on the rogue, we have full tier set for the Twilight Slayers, and we got this in 1 week, so that was like really good, like 2 resets. We got all this loot, and we got the necklace on the first run as well, the Bis necklace. We have Dark Leather Shoulders once again, super cheap and really good. There's only really 1 shoulder piece that is better, I think, from the raid, and then 1 BOE, which is way too expensive. Then we're using Cape of the Brotherhood, and this one took me how many runs to get? Like 10? Way too many at least. Then we have Twilight Slayer's Tunic, of course. We have Scouting Braces of the Monkey, and we're using the PvP Revered Weapon, so Protector's Sword. We're also using Chipped Bite of Serakiss in the offhand. Then we have Naga Heartrender. We have the Void Pearl. Once again, we have a lot of pearls. Then we have Rune of Duty. We have Protector's Band. Meta Ring of the Monkey, because I don't think I've done the actual quest line from... let me see here. Yeah, I haven't done the quest line yet in Stormwind from doing the whole Stockades quest. That's really bad. But yeah, we're using this one until then. And then we have Twilight Slayer's foot pads. We also farmed this one last night, the Leggings of the Fang, so we have that now, finally. And we have Scouting Belt of the Monkey and Heavy Earthen Gloves. These ones, once again, very cheap, and 16 attack power for 1 gold. That is very cheap. For professions on this guy, we are going to be using him for future gold farming, so mining and herbalism. I only have mining so far, and I might even pick up leatherworking just for the epic. And then pick up herbalism when I'm actually going to farm, but for now the plan is to have it as a stealth farm character and have both mining and herbalism on this guy. For reputations, once again, we have Revered with the Silver Ring Sentinels, and we have Friendly with the Azeroth Commerce Authority. We also have that on almost every single character, by the way, because I've been trying to, when I find a crate while I'm leveling, I go to the capital, hand in the crate, and that way I'm usually friendly by the time I'm level 25, so I'm getting the rep while I'm leveling. Yeah, that even worked like on my Paladin and my Warrior as well. Just find crates while leveling, go back, hand them in, and find more of them while you're leveling, because you're just naturally going to find them anyway, from looting chests or looting mobs or doing dungeons, so you find them all the time. There's one more thing on the road that I was going to show you real quick as well. We have all the runes, right? We have the reputations, we have the gear. Yeah, no, I guess that was it. I guess it was a time played, so 41 hours in total, and 18 hours at max level on this guy, and that's Stabheim for you. We only have 2 more characters now, I guess, actually 3, because there's 1 bonus character. But yeah, we have Holyheim and Shadheim as well, the priest and the paladin. So Holyheim, we were lacking priests in the guild, and I wanted to fill that slot by being a priest healer, because priest healers are amazing. At this point you might have too many healers, but then again, it's good to have a backup. So let's check out Holyheim. So this one is going to be fast. I haven't really done anything at max level on this guy except raiding, so we have no reputation, no professions, but we do have some gear from the raid. We've gotten the Dagger of Willing Sacrifice, we have the Cracked Water Globe, we have the quest reward right here, we then have Signet of the Twilight Lord, we're still using Volcanic Rock Ring, we're using this boot from the quest, we have Gay Streamer's Leggings, we're using Invokers, we're using True Faith Gloves, we're using these bindings, we're using this bracer, we're using the cloak from the quest, we're using a Santa hat, and Invoker's Mantle, and I'm healing more than fine on this character. I'm also usually the one that brings you Homunculi over Prayer of Mending, just for the Sunder Armor effect, which is really beneficial, so I'm bringing that one usually. When I have to, I can do Prayer of Mending, but for the most part, doing Homunculi is just way better as a priest. It sucks for the healing meters, but it's very good for the raid, so priest is really fun. I kind of should get some better gear on the priest, because I'm really enjoying being the priest, but so far I'm just raid logging on this guy, and we leveled really fast. It's my fastest level 25, took me 15 hours and 49 minutes, and that included me farming Shadowfang Keep the last 2 levels. Instead of being like smart and fast, I was just farming Shadowfang Keep, so I could have been faster, but definitely priest is a really good class to level right now, with the recent buffs to both Void Plague and Homunculi. It's a really good, fun and fast class to level up. So if you're looking for an alt to level, I would recommend checking out the priest. They're really good. And then we have another character that I recently just got to level 25 with, and you can see this by the runes that I have. I only have 3 runes, and I've done 2 resets of the raid. So we have Mask of Scorn, we have the Voidwalker Brooch, we still have Grey Shoulders, by the way. We have Battle Forge Cloak of the Bear. We're using Shining Silver Breastplate. I actually bought this one, where I crafted the materials to make this one. Then we have Hydraction Bangles. We're using Verdant's Fist. We're using Band of Deep Places, and just a lot of random green items, right? And only 3 runes. That is so bad. So on this character, it's still a massive work in progress, and I'm going to get the actual PvP faction reputation. We still have a little bit to go to get a friendly here as well, and we don't have a crate in our bags right now, so that's kind of bad. But yeah, 1 more crate and I'm going to be friendly, so that's perfect. And then we need the PvP reputation. We have to do the Stockades quest line to get that ring as well. So yeah, actually we have that, and we're still, yeah, we've done Stockades. I just need to do the quest line to talk to people and grab the apples, so we can get a good ring very soon, instead of the Prairie Ring of the Tiger, even though that's really good, by the way. 4 strength and 3 agility for very cheap. This is also my blacksmithing character that I'm going to be using for blacksmithing profits. So as you can see, we have 148 blacksmithing so far. So far this has been a really long video, but this is going to be the last character, and it's a character that I'm kind of preparing for phase 2 or future phases. So personally I have 2 WoW accounts, and That's been like known for quite a while now that I'm using one for like auction house purposes, but I'm also going to try to learn some boosts. So we even have some of those already now in phase 1, and I'm thinking in later phases, unless I fix mage boosting, it's going to be a thing. So I can use that to level myself at some point, or just have some fun. So we have boost time. I haven't boosted myself yet, by the way. I just like have a plan for that in the future. So I leveled this guy, a second mage, on my second account, and we've done one raid so far. We have 7 of 12 runes, and from one raid we haven't really gotten that much loot. We bought Invoker's Mantle, we're using Ivy Cloth or Cloak of the Eagle, we also have Sanguine Armor, we bought Phoenix Bindings, we have Phoenix Gloves, we have Invoker's Cord, Phoenix Pants, and then we have Seal of Rin, we have Lorekeeper's Ring, we have this trinket once again. Like both this ring and the trinket is from the PvP rewards, reputation rewards. We got the pearl on the first raid. That's the only item I got, but we got the pearl, and that's really massive. Then we also have Staff of Westfall and a regular wand, right? So not really too much to talk about, but the pearl was definitely lucky to get the pearl on this guy. So we have like, what, how many pearls now? 7 pearls in 1 month. I'll take that, man. I'll take that. So that's so huge, having all those pearls. But yeah, this is a work in progress. We also have Revered with the Alliance forces, Silverwing Sentinels on this guy character, and once again friendly with Azeroth Commerce Authority on this guy as well. So those are all my 9 level 25s so far after 1 month, and now I guess the next chapter begins of me leveling a shaman on the Horde side. I have not leveled on Horde since Classic WoW, Vanilla WoW, back in 2007 I think. So for me that's going to be a huge throwback, being in the Vanilla WoW world on the Horde side. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm going to start a shaman very soon. Either way, that's the progress and what I've been doing so far in SOD. Hopefully that was entertaining to you. Probably not everyone who watched this, but like, if you've watched until the end, thank you so much. And I just wanted to update you guys on what I've been doing, like both on stream, off stream, and just so far in SOD. I've been having an absolute blast. I can't wait for phase 2, man. Either way, phase 1 complete. Leave a like if you enjoyed, let me know in the comments down below what your progress is. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you again very soon.